PSG is going to have to do a masterclass on maybe not winning the lanes, but still winning the game.
I mean, they've been doing that a lot of the times.
100%. And this is the type of team to do it because VP, they've ticked a lot of boxes right now. So yeah, how does PSG play this map?
VP has ease of execution, so.
Okay. Ease of execution means that we have a good shot at seeing a game 3 in the series. I know I'd like to see that. I know a commentary team would probably also like this. It's Cap and Kyle.
Thank you very much once again, Sheev, and the panel as we get ready for game 2, Virtus Pro versus PSG.LGD. 1 game away from the grand finals, and it's Ami on PL. What do you think, Cap?
I'll be creeping while you are asleep.
Yeah, sounds right. He's played a whole bunch.
"30 seconds to battle."
I mean, I guess they're also trying stuff out, to be fair, but yeah, I mean, I would say so. I think that the new patch just makes it so that there's a lot of openings for all roles. I'm still waiting for offlane Jakiro to make an emergence, but wanted to comment, there's, you know, VP, I'm glad they banned the Night Stalker, but I'm shocked that they once again picked Medusa, considering yesterday PSG.LGD beat T1 twice in a row against the enemy Medusa, and they're just continuing to grab it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
First blood.
What in blazes?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's necessary though. They're gonna harass DM. It's quite bad to give the, you know, the Beastmaster got first blood, and of all heroes, you know, you want that HOD up, but more importantly, that Helm of Iron Will. Who cares if 2 supports hit you if you get all this bonus armor and HP? But you know, there were metas past where tri-lane safe lanes were a thing, and these offlaners that could establish their own lane control, Enigma, Clockwork, Earthshaker, were what you needed to pick, because otherwise you were going to get absolutely nothing. So Fabian will at least get experience, but top lane has to pay off for PSG.LGD. It's the first blood certainly helping, the little bit of bonus XP, but it's really just PL, right? The laning phase, not the part of the game you excel at. You want to buy a lot more time, as Effie was saying. Mid lane also key here. You can look Zhao 8 already significantly behind, but this is a rough matchup. Bad versus Clinkz is not something I want to be the Clinkz in, and you're susceptible to getting ran at, right? You tank too much napalm, all of a sudden you're just dead under tower, so you're gonna have to be real cautious. Faith Beyond, body blocks. Not enough.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah. I'm just looking, I mean, Batrider, if there were ever a game for bots BKB, you know, TP into the HOD creep on DM, and with BKB active, you fear absolutely nothing on the side of PSG.LGD. So this dire lineup just needs time to come online. And again, as the panel was saying, just very limited wave clear, and that is a problem. When you think about how Earth Spirit and Clinkz want to play, it's like it's off map, right? They're always this threat, and you're really just reliant on your 1 and your 2 to do anything to these waves. Shaker doesn't want to show, neither do either support, so it's going to be troubling for PSG.LGD if they fall behind. Oh, we didn't fairy fire. Yeah. He high rolled the attack. That's what it was. Otherwise, that would have been a fairy fire. It's something it's so weird that it's a thing, but you know, the base attack isn't actually the attack damage, right? It's always a roll, and Shaker's is higher than most with 57 to 67. So yep, I love this. And this is traditionally how you used to deal with Shaker offlane. You give the carry an edge and then leave him alone. Earthshaker, you know, Faith Beyond 10 and 2. But it's an Earthshaker. Like, how are you going to pressure? Well, this is how. Bring Jin-Q now down bottom and force a rotation if necessary. Because otherwise, a 3-on-3 top is going to be heavily favored to VP with their giant XP advantage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I love it, yeah. Buyback, gotta get the XP. It's spending gold to get more XP. It's actually quite expensive buyback. That was 330 gold. Ooh. What? What? What's up with our observers, man? I was close, all right? It was 355, 330. It's cheaper now because he spent the buyback gold. It was close enough. You know, we rounded. We don't need this. We don't need this information. This is not helping. Yeehaw! But I don't have any recollection.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, look, as a player, you learn you need to have a short memory, okay? And I've kept that in my new career. You know, Dota's not a game of stats, Cap. It's a game of feeling. And Save is feeling himself down bottom with his invis and looking to set up a gank.
Radiant are scanning.
This is gonna sting.
Yeah, so far so good for VP, but you know, this is also how that last game started off. You know, they've been very good at finding kills, but it's closing games they're struggling with at the moment. But this Batrider, Dota 2, ladies and gentlemen, just taking an ancient stack like you're a hard carry. And yeah, it takes a little more time, slightly nerfed, but I think it's well worth 20 to 25 seconds of standing still spamming napalm to farm, what is that, a quad stack? You get all the neutral items too. It's so sick. And now a Tumbler's toy. That's, I think, the dream for for a Batrider, right? You get the mana pool, but more importantly, you have a Force Staff. He is going to have bots after he finishes off this stack. And then I imagine... I was looking up a stat. I'm sorry, Cap. I was wrong, so I'm not going to mention. It was about HOD. Hey. It's all good. I know the feeling. The HOD complete up top with boots to boot. This is looking pretty nice for VP. Like, it's a significantly larger lead in the context of the game. And there's the bots. There's the kill. And unfortunately, no buyback, so he's dead for a full minute. That was rough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, Toronto Tokyo is an incredible mid player. He's going to TI, but gpk was like the darling of the entire Eastern European region. Everyone in the world wanted to play with this guy, and
that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I was talking the other day about how there were, you know, only could be like 2 or 3 superstars at a time. Didn't think gpk was like quite there yet, young, whatever. And I got all these angry DMs like, who are you talking about? This is gpk. He's better than Miracle. He's better than Thompson.
Hands off!
I said I wasn't sure about that, but we'll have to see, right?
Invisibility.
We'll have to see. I think the entire lineup of VP is going to have something to prove this year, because it's one thing to win tournaments, to make grand finals consistently throughout the year, but the legends, the true superstars, when it comes TI time, you're playing for millions of dollars a game, they elevate. You know, Sumail, Thompson specifically come to mind, and not every incredible player is capable of that.
New treasures.
I think it'll depend. I'm really happy to see them with the coach. I think that was something that was missing for some time, because the big difference when you go on LAN is that you've got to play more volume of games. The meta changes a lot faster, and there's no series that's kind of like a write-off, you know? If you look at these DPC seasons, like, let's be real, you know, no region has 8 truly competitive teams, right? So you're always going to put more stock into, like, you know, what is Team Secret doing? What is PSG.LGD doing? Those are the teams you learn from. Whereas Majors, TI, all of the teams deserve to be there. All of the teams have their own unique flavors and ideas, so then they get stolen, and the next day it's changed the meta. And if you aren't able to adapt with that, and you still, you know, in the VP sense, keep this formulaic approach, you know, Lion Tide Hunter from January to June, it can get exposed. You won't have that same skill advantage that you leaned on when you were playing against teams only from your region, you know, perhaps outside of the top 15 in the world, whereas, you know, Majors TI, that is your top 18.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
I mean, to be fair, you know, he is like 10k MMR, so it's not just any stand-in. He's one of the most celebrated and storied players in the world, not just in China, but I don't even know. I mean, Ame helps. It's been a lot of conversation that this guy might just be like the best carry in the world, and he certainly pushes his limits. As you said, you know, what was it, 14 different heroes? I didn't really see a discernible difference in his skill on any one of them, so rather impressive. Especially
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
This is looking very good for Virtus Pro. The big difference, of course, gpk able to play so much more active on a Batrider in comparison to that Lina. And you have a Beastmaster of DM. Like, I'm sure he's feeling more comfortable in this game in comparison to, you know, being sacrificed as a Tidehunter. Just, it feels like the Virtus Pro lineup's just naturally applying all this pressure. And it just makes the game easier for everybody to play. Mid tower gonna be their next look-see, and now an Arcane Rune on the bat. No lasso, of course, but maybe the Faith Beyond Blink can turn things around, but I just fear, you know, Zhao Wei, we're praising him, but Clinkz mid is solid, but when you fall this far behind, it's just tough. Like, you die to everything right now.
Radiant are scanning.
Earth's bounty.
They need pickoffs, that's the problem. This could be it. No, it's not it. Yeah.
Oh, did I get you?
Radiant structures are fortified.
And I am, you know, I do have love for Earth Spirit. Okay, well, what? Okay.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ame. What? What? And like, he just kind of walked. He's like, the Laguna just didn't even phase him. Maybe did he like not notice? Was his camera somewhere else? And then Save ran out of vision.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Okay. Trying to recover from what I've just witnessed, Cap. So Earth Spirit, I know it's Effie's favorite, but the one downside, I remember talking to my brother about this at length, is if you don't have lanes to kill, you don't do anything. And it's not Shinkyu's fault. He's 0-4-0, but where was he supposed to play? You know, he went bottom with the Shaker. Okay, well, VP responded with the hero. You try lane top, but because of all the gold advantage, there's a Beastmaster HOD. You're not ganking him. Batrider's ahead. You have a Clinkz there. You're not going to make any moves. You don't farm creeps, right? You need to get kills, and you just can't do that yet. So you just sort of run in circles.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What a fisher.
is under attack.
Monster kill! While you are asleep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And that's all save Dota. Well, what can you do? Huge
Dire's
damage, and
top tower
this is the
has
dream for
fallen.
4 position, Lena. Like, you know, end of the day, you have a chorus output of damage with this build. Like, sure, your auto attacks aren't as impressive as the mid players, but when you have this level advantage and this farm, you're gonna watch his stun. He's TPing in late, you know. This fight goes on for so long because just no damage on the side of PSG.LGD. They need Ame, they need long fights, and sure, you get DM. I mean, great positioning, great Fisher from Faith Beyond, but just not enough. And here comes save. The plunk.
Invisibility!
Yeah, helmet. And they also the Triceratops, just I think the best creep. Yeah,
Dire's
like
middle
maybe
tower
not
is
as
under attack.
easy to clear waves as with the dragon, but just a free 75 attack speed on 100% uptime that you give to your Dusa. Like, it's just unreal the amount of damage Nightfall is going to output.
Double damage!
Yeah, he just wants a butterfly. Really value
Radiant's
against
bottom
PL.
tower is under
We saw
attack.
in the previous game as well how good evasion was against these melee carries. And Joey doing what he can to shove bottom. Trouble is, Clinkz just not really as spooky. You're this far behind.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Living on the edge.
Radiant
I don't know
are
how I don't see many much mid Clinkz, I suppose, but the Gleipnir rush is, I believe, what he's done every single game. Just a bit awkward, I feel like, in this one. You're going to be playing into BKB to the point. Ame's in trouble. Good manta. That's the second death from Ame that is just odd. I didn't even use manta there. Oh, it's a Lotus Orb. I fear for the Earth Spirit, though, because you're going to need a BKB at some point in this game. But Lotus quite nice. You could reverse the curse, the lasso, the roar. Oh.
Put me out.
I've owned one.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I'll have the brisket, my horse will have your head.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're just doing way too much damage. And this poor Oracle, I don't actually know how you play Dota. You're dying to creeps. It's the right-click damage of this dude. Just look at this.
Dire's middle tower.
PL illusions are not really a threat when you're this far behind your enemy carry. That's one Rax.
Dire's middle barracks. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I just think he feels like he doesn't have the damage for that just yet. And I don't know how frequently you're going to be making these plays on side lanes. It's really Ame who's the carry to watch, even though Xiaowei does have the gold lead. But we'll see. Ame has the shard now, so should be a bit better defending high ground.
Blue treasures.
And it's similar in a way. Previous game, you know, the Medusa eventually outpaces Sven, but not into DD Bloodthorn, I suppose. This game, Ame is in the favorable carry matchup, but he just needs so much more time. And the strength of Dusa, especially with the Beastmaster, is that you can just walk down lanes. So you have this huge net worth advantage, and it's effectively like an extra item and a half you're just handed by DM thanks to his auras.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh no. Yep, Scotty on the way. Like, this Deuce is just enormous.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Sicko.
No, they can't, because that'll be the play for VP, right? They're just gonna walk right back to top and try that one more time. 2 racks down, only the 1 to go. But it's just it's much easier said than done. It's a similar thing in regards to the vision control. You know, Beastmaster plus now these super creep waves just going to be shoving. So if you don't see any heroes on the side of VP, you know you got to be a bit conservative. And you just don't have tools. You're playing against birds, Batrider. It's just a very difficult game for PSG.LGD. And certainly they can turn it around, but they need a gift. They need a huge dunk, some sort of catch on a hero isolated, the burning barrage on top.
Money to burn.
Yeah, Nightfall just pushed that lane like all by himself. They do manage to grab the outpost bottom, but yeah, PSG.LGD, just because of this pressure, find themselves forced once again to be 5 players in base.
Regeneration!
And if you blow too many big spells on him, you know, you could technically take him out. Zhao 8 plus full combo from Faith Beyond on the Shaker. But, you know, then VP just go push. And maybe your bad buys back. And you just say, oh, thanks for your cooldowns. We'll take Megas. This is the right move. And now PSG.LGD, you know, Adusa Aegis, I don't really think you're going to defend that push, so forced in between a rock and a hard place. You probably have to contest here, but much easier said than done. Are there any key items that they've picked up recently? No, Ame, he's still 700 gold from the heart, unfortunately. No Daedalus yet on Zhao 8 either, and those are really the items you would need here, but DM's traded in the Golem Creep for the Triceratops, a big upgrade, new shard. They give it to the Wyvern. Blitz considers this the best shard in Dota just because of the reduced cooldown. We'll see. It's go time. They have Aegis. And good luck, PSG.LGD. They're going to need a miracle here.
Has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have Mega Creeps. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Is under